Marayo Afolabi-Brown is a leading Nigerian broadcaster and media executive. She is the managing director of TVC Entertainment and host of the long-running morning show Your View, which she created in 2013. The show has become a platform for national conversations and social change. With degrees in political science, media and marketing communications, and an MBA, Marayo has spent nearly 2 decades shaping the Nigerian media landscape. She is the author of Becoming the Queen of Talk TV and was named one of the top 25 most influential women in journalism by Women in Journalism Africa.
I am Marayo Afolabi-Brown, the Managing Director of TVC Entertainment and the host of the #1 all-female breakfast show on Nigerian TV called Your View. Who are the elites? The elites are a group of people in the socio-economic strata who are influential, maybe by their wealth, by education status, and they're a group of people who are expected to know better and have a bit of enlightenment. So that's how I'll describe the elite. Building truth with the media is essential, but sometimes you think that truth is dependent on who's telling it. You know, truth to me is different from what truth is to you. But the truth is truth, whether we like it or not. Media has a responsibility to the people to speak the truth, not personal views or thoughts, but to stick to the facts of the story. And that's my job as a media host, to ensure that we stick to the values. What are the values as a society that we want to project out there to people? The media has that responsibility to ensure that the truth, not the truth from my perspective or your perspective, but the actual factual truth is what is shared with the people, and let them make their own judgment, because we have a social responsibility to give them only the truth, and the values are changing. When I talk about values, sometimes I wonder, because which values are we talking about? Today's values are different from the values I grew up with. So what is value to me is different from what is value to a Gen Z. So again, values are dependent on who is given the value, but the truth is that whatever so it makes a society a sane society is part of what adds to our value. So our job as media professionals is to have the responsibility to the public to ensure the values and the truth is conveyed at every opportunity we have to talk to Nigerians or the people in the media. You see, this word sensationalism has been bastardized. Sensationalism is actually a political tool. It's actually a recognized tool to use in media and even in politics. And sensationalism really is a way to catch people's attention, to do something, to amplify a position, or to cause an emotional connection to a story. Now, that can be used responsibly. So, for example, if I'm trying to get people to be aware of HIV/AIDS, I can use some sensational tactics to get their attraction or to get their attention. To be sensational. Oh, 5 million people just died from HIV around the world. Now, it might not be a complete picture. It could be actually that died in a certain group of people or certain circumstances. But those sensational news help you to grab the attention of the viewer to learn about how HIV can be curbed in their society. So it can be used, but in recent times, it has been bastardized. In recent times, it has been used in a way such that we are sharing and conveying wrong information. We are conveying the inadequacy of our people and what we do that is so wrong, and we amplify it. And this sensationalism has to be changed, because it's a tool that can be used appropriately. So I think the media has a very high responsibility to redress and have some kind of way to ensure that professionals in the media industry use sensationalism in a positive light to help to reorientate, re-educate, and enlighten our readers and our viewers such that they can be better informed, not to lead them astray. As I said, it's a political tool because it helps you to build bias in certain instances. I mean, people use it to get leanings, get more votes with women, get more votes with religious people. So these are things that you can actually use. It's a part of tool of propaganda. But these are all tools that can be used in the right way. But it has been bastardized, and we as the media have a responsibility to use it appropriately and accordingly. So for me, my show, Your View, is the #1 all-female breakfast show on Nigerian television. We're going to be 12 years in May. And one of the responsibilities we take very dearly is the fact that we express our views. And even though we can be considered as elite, understanding that our job is to reorientate, meaning that our experience is to teach, is to share, is to inform. What that means for us, therefore, is that when we speak, we are not just speaking for ourselves, we're speaking on behalf of a whole community. So the hijabite is speaking for Muslims, the single woman is speaking for single women, the married one is speaking for the Christians, speaking for Christians. So we have a responsibility to a community. And as elites in that group, our job is to help to inform and reorientate their mind and thinking from how we are as a people and how we should be and we could be as a better people. So we take that very, very seriously on my show. And as a professional in my job, it's my own desire also to continue to create platforms where views are expressed and people understand their responsibility to help others have better information to live better lives. So the media can help to have that transformational influence on viewers by ensuring that we continue to go back to the ethics of journalism. You see, those ethics that were the rudiments of the profession has been somewhat watered down because everybody has a mobile phone. Everybody is a citizen journalist. Everybody has an opportunity to have a platform and put things out there. But there's a profession called journalism. There's a profession that helps in broadcasting. Those ethics must be very, very, must be sensitized to people generally to know that even though you have a platform, you have a responsibility of expression. So I think what the media can do is to bring out some of these ethics, make it more accessible to bloggers, to those who are using media. Let it become an everyday conversation where people know what is right and what is not, because people don't have a clue what the ethics of the profession is. So they just go out and say whatever they say because they get the clicks. But our job as professionals and as media practitioners is to ensure that the rudiments of our profession is widely shared, widely educated and taught, so that people can be educated about what the ethics of this profession is and then take better responsibility in what they do. This new world we live in right now is a world where media is crucial. But you must also educate yourself to get the right information. It's important. There's a lot of news out there, but you as a human being have a responsibility to filter this news, to only take what is true, what is valuable, and what is essential to your personal growth. Thank you very much.